The promise of field hospitals, places to rest, recuperate, and more importantly, treat the afflictions that plague your companions, draw you to the shroud. You do not fear the Leviathan as much as you once did, so perhaps you will pay it a visit on your way to and from those vital services. But first, you must face the road. Time to press on. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Loki Orin. Back at it, heading into the Shroud with chaos and order as we get our runs started in earnest here as we dive in. Ooh, Kyurgeon. Ooh. We got some good looking stuff here. So we can go Kyurgeon into Field Hospital, into Lair, into Hoarder. That seems good. Yeah, that seems real good, actually. Man, we don't actually have to go to this field hospital if we don't want to. We don't have to go to the second one. We could go to the cache instead. So yeah, this is a really promising map. Alrighty. That's a good start. Ooh, and lightning element triggers too. That's quite good. We'll get Consecration of Light going on the occultist because we do kind of want to try to succeed. Perfect. There we go. Smite for a free stress heal and 5 HP. Now, unfortunately, our Hellion has somehow ended up in the third rank, which isn't really where she wants to be, but we'll take it because funnily enough, we have successfully stacked our Vestal up to 3 conviction, and I don't know that I actually did anything to deserve that. Well, we'll take 5 more HP and another point of stress healing. This everything's just going right in this fight. It's kind of funny. Well, getting stunned isn't exactly our favorite thing, but that's okay. Well, no reason not to.
A resounding response.
Yeah, no kidding, a resounding response. That was a smackdown. Just very clean. Good start. Bodes well for us here. We are rocking pretty high speed, +2 speed already from the pet, which is putting Boudica up to 10 speed, which is quite nice. Before we dive in, am I able to equip? I am. Okay, perfect. Let's put that there. Adrenaline Rush can stay. Let's fight with an advantage. We'll get stuck in, and while we do the first part of this fight, if you're enjoying these videos, if you like what you see, why not leave the video a like? Comment if you want to say hey, and subscribe if you want to stay in touch and keep seeing more. You all know the drill. It's all about that algorithm, about letting it know that I make content that you and people like you like to watch. And, well, we're horrified, which is pretty normal. Freaking ghouls, man. Ghouls are always quite mean. Guess we're just wicked hacking first.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
So far, the Hellion has not successfully dodged once, as is her wont. But we can pick up an unchecked power for our trouble, which is quite good. Hellion's up to 5 stress. That didn't take long. Let's see. We'll keep smacking the ghoul because Magnus here can just smite for the kill. Technically, that was an execute too, but, you know. These bleeds. Kind of want to save the Burning Stars here. Well, nah, we just need to spend it. There's always more. There's more unchecked power where that came from. We'll end the fight in toe-to-toe just to get the taunts up. Could stress heal, but I kind of don't want to. Well, guess this is actually a good opportunity to do it. Nice. Getting rid of the urchin immediately is quite appealing. If only because, like, he does annoying things. Normally, I don't know that I should Howling End there because of picking up the Winded. But because we are almost guaranteed to be... we're almost guaranteed to be getting an Adrenaline Rush next turn, it ends up being okay.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Get rid of all the corpses. Now, unfortunately, this does mean we're going to start eating bone saws, which is not our favorite thing in the world. Yep. We're going to start eating bone saws. The good news is, if it doesn't knock her to death's door, which it doesn't, we get to Adrenaline Rush, which cures bleed. And Zealously Accuse. Grab an unchecked power for our trouble. Nice dodge. That's what we were looking for. Get a little jugement in there.
Through the fatigue.
And just beat this guy down into range where he hopefully is going to go down. Ooh, Bonesaw is hurting. Well, take our free 5 heal back and a stress heal on top. Any unchecked power? Negative. Yeah, we tried. Ultimately, I think, well, could... Yeah, let's do this. Let's slow the bleeding a little bit. The Hellions just effectively out-healing what's happening right now. Ooh, needed you to dodge that. 9 bleed is quite a lot, my good friend. There we go. That's the unchecked power we were looking for. And we'll just end it with a jugement. Nice win on the Kyurgeon there.
Cut down these
Mastery point.
and blaze the trail
Remove
to your
all
freedom.
negative quirks for minus 10 max HP. We do have the spiked cap. We did get the Alembic Retort. And we did get the Physician's Guild Seal. Which will make the next region pretty good and give us another mastery point. So that's a pretty appealing chunk. Let's see. Spiked Skull Cap. If target is bleeding... Well, we may as well put that in. We'll carry the Obitoclast for now. We're definitely going to the hospital now. Not only is that some good stress healing, but it also...
If you hope to heal, you have chosen wisely.
now it quite nicely matches up with what we're looking to do. Let's see, 26. I forget if you get a heal. We did get a stew, which is what we were looking to see. Okay, he does get a small heal from that. Nightshade Concoction, Restorative Herbs. Ooh, 2 triage kits. And we did want to get rid of... Well, let's buy 1 triage kit for sure. Let's make sure we get that. Lazy is not my favorite. Stiff Knees is not my favorite. Blundering, though, is pretty annoying. And I think... Let's get rid of Stiff Knees as well, again, because it kind of annoys me.
Defined by our short
And I think that'll be good. We could heal. Magnus up. 10 HP for 4. That seems good. That gets us the rest of the way. Yeah, that feels good. There we go. And now we have 2 healing salves and a triage kit. Now, we did spend all of our money, so I do think that means we go to the cash instead. Uh-oh. Okay. The Warlord is out and about. There's a chance that the Warlord himself will show up. Good to know. We do need to kill the spiked barricade, but we can also just hit the spearman. Oof. Nice dodge. Just get our Consecration of Light going. Ooh, a crit token is a very good start to our business there. Howling End almost just kills it outright, which is good. Because Zealous Accusation should put it the rest of the way. Yep, it is gone. And we can live with taking 6 damage, I believe. And we'll spam out this Divine Comfort. I'm gonna unintentionally I'm giving Divine Comfort its chance. I've expressed before that I'm a little bit skeptical of it. Namely, I just don't think it's worth it most of the time. But I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing to be proven wrong on that. Mostly just because it doesn't heal for a whole heck of a lot. I mean, we're talking about it heals for 6. Not nothing, but, you know, not an earth-shaking amount either. But maybe it doesn't have to heal for more than that. Off by 2. Spiked ball's not terrible. Yeah, we don't actually have to fight the lair if we don't want to, because we weren't going to go to the Shambler's Altar. So I guess we can see how we're feeling, because I think we can take the lair, but we are going to be pretty sketched out by the hands. We're going to be looking to kill them quite quickly. That was some real good pickups. Oh, that would have been useful. That Almanac Shroud would have been pretty useful before we started. We are getting some plus max HP now. Oh, wow. 2 loathing? Yuck. Alright, that makes... 3 more apples and cheese. Jeez, does that take us up to 2? That does. Wow. We are just loaded with food and invigorating stews as well. Look at all this food we have. What the hell? Alright. Well,
the Church of the Change, an inglorious heap of rotting timbers.
nice. Getting rid of the cabin boy is always a good thing. Getting stunned is less of a good thing. It's not really what we were looking to do with our lives. Getting pulled forward is not our favorite thing either. The good news is that, thankfully, our occultist doesn't mind being pulled forward that much. I mean, it's not his favorite thing, but he can live with it. No, we tried. Okay, the occultist being in rank 1 is a bit of a problem, though.
simple variable, easily resolved.
We'll just look to end it quickly. Because this will be 5 HP and a point of stress. All good things. Aggressor Crusader with, whatchamacallit, Vanquisher is a very synergistic combo, to say the least. Alright. Well, let's... Okay, the Fishmonger's dead. Oh, the Fishmonger is super dead. You gotta like that. Yeah, just getting the Fishmonger dead right off the cuff is pretty good. Now, unfortunately... we needed you to dodge that. Kind of wanted you to dodge that. Howling End? Nah. Now, if I knew it was going to crit... well... Oof. That was the thing we were kind of hoping wasn't going to happen. Alright, you're 0 for 3, Boudica. You're 0 for 3. It's not really what we're, it's not really what we're paying for here. And Boudica taking another Hull Breaker for her trouble. Well, is there anything to stall for? Not really. Rotten Tomato. Not really something we care for. Undertow, not really something we care for. Pig. Wow, this is not really impressive loot, but I think our party is strong enough and we have some enough healing items to make this viable.
Be made to see that their monstrous god is mortal.
Save the Spore Grenade this whole time just to make sure it was going on to something that we needed to kill. Breath of the Sea. Vulnerables for everybody, it seems. Let's get the Consecration of Light. Alright. I don't actually remember if Immobilize fixes the problem here, but we're going to say it does and hope I'm right. Oh. We're going to get greedy. We'll weaken the hand enough that we're pretty easily going to be able to kill here. Well, that answers that question. Some reason I thought Immobilize fixes it. Well, if we're gonna min roll, this is gonna be a problem. There we go. All right.
little help impeccably timed.
Yeah, this has not really gone well, but I think we'll be okay here. I think we can make this work. Do you need to start pumping the damage here? Oh. Resist, for Pete's sake. Not really what we were looking for. All right, 65. Having to spend a lot of our healing items here, but I just don't think we have much of a choice currently. We just have to get the damage done right now. And accept the possible meltdown. I don't have the action economy right now to trade this out.
For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Who's got my... Yeah, it's my Crusader that has it, unfortunately.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Oh for 3. We are 0 for 3 on this. Okay, thank God. All right, let's just get the Hellion back. Yeah. Yep, maybe got a little bit overconfident here. Thankfully, we had all those healing items to keep us from hitting Death's Door, because the real problem here would have been if we had somebody hit Death's Door. Like, we have very little way to recover. Oh, that's not good. The rate we've been going, this thing might not die quick enough. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, good. All right, there's Death's Door. Okay, it is dead. It's dead now. All right. Oh, Resolute. That helps. And that's Clutch Hitter. That's pretty useful. Well, sometimes the game gives a little mercy. Let's take a moment to heal. And end with the jugement. Whew. That did not go as well as it should have, but we'll excuse me, I'm so sorry. We will take that. If bleeding, I mean, I guess Carved Bodkin could go here. Rotten Tomatoes not really going to get used. She's going to be spending a lot of time in rank 1. I don't really know that carved bodkin's going to get a lot of use either, but we're gonna give it a shot here. Just load up on some combat items and hoarder or fight. Sort of splitting the difference here, but we're also pretty wealthy, so I think we do go to the hoarder here.
Be wary.
And roll our way into the hoarder here. Would have loved to go to that oasis, given the way that fight went, but yeah, we did fine. All right, ooh. Smoldering brand, you say? There is the pot and still. But smoldering brand is very well aligned with what we're doing. We just have to put a flammable item on the Vestal. We can do that. We can find a flammable item. Actually, Enlightening Element is flammable, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll take the smoldering firewood with us. We'll definitely buy those 2 healing salves, given the way our fights have been going. Rousing Tunes I don't think we need, but it is a stress heal for the party. Kind of like the idea of a couple Pyrotechnic Dazzlers and this Blasphemous Idol. We'll call that good. Sucks to leave the pot and still behind, but I need... We're going to huck that. We'll keep that for the zone. We'll throw these. We will put that there. Powder. We don't have anything that's currently flammable. So this doesn't do a whole lot right now. But it will. Well, actually, it's already adding to the burn, which is what we need out of Iridia. But it isn't adding to her damage, but it will. We'll get there. It won't be too hard to find a flaming item. Now, unfortunately, we are going up to 2 loathing. We'll go back down to 1 after the Guardian fight, but we'll finish at 1, which is a little unfortunate for us. But such is life. What are you gonna do? +1 armor. -12 relics for a bunch of combat items? We don't really need food, and I don't want to lose more flame. This actually seems pretty good to me.
An unexpected find.
Oh. Well. I mean, I guess. That was like the opposite of a good pull. That was disappointing. It's not that this item is like completely garbage. It's that you don't want to spend any time on Death's Door. Yeah, that's just junk. That just gets junked. I don't think we need Noisemaker either. Alrighty. Going right into the altar. Well, let's get this party started. Got to get rid of this Herald, because that Herald is going to produce quite a bit of the old... stress. 3 to 5, so this can kill. Min-rolled. But the brand already coming in clutch there. That is a dead Herald. Wow, you couldn't have dodged something earlier, Boudica? Jeez. All right, let's start. We'll start the old stress healing process here.
Carousel of horrors.
Just land the burns. They both have black tokens, so we weren't going to hit very hard regardless of what we did, but at least this way we get burns out on stuff. Well, Boudica's dodging. Nice of her to show up to the party, I suppose. Get our Consecration of Light ticking, and we'll be back in business. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. At least we can turn it to Rush Judgment. That's really rude. Wow, 3 for 3, Boudica. Nice dodging now.
Beyond.
Oh, nice. Landed the stun. She's still got so many crit tokens. Oh my god. That is a lot of crit. That's a lot of concern. Well, that'll certainly help. Get rid of that one. We'll throw the other one, because why not? Well, damn. This executes. Yeah. Oh yeah, the firewood was definitely the right call. That is going to be obscene with an aggressor crusader. That is everything he wants. It's almost like having the runaway around, just having an extra source of burn that's somewhat reliable. All right. Well, that was a pretty good zone. It was a little bit shady, a little touch and go there for a second, but we stabilized. Had to spend a lot of resources, but that's what they're for. You know, there's no
Places such as this, where a little light still gathers.
there's no reward for finishing with resources in your bank. And the good doctor does heal us to full, which is quite nice.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate. Any advantage is a good thing.
This doesn't really do a whole heck of a lot for us.
The provinces and cantrevs of our land,
Pot still came back.
undone.
We could go to the Fodor, but I kind of want to go to the Sluice, collect that free money. I don't think we deploy Undertow yet. Yeah, I don't think we deploy Undertow just yet.
The roads
Little bit too suspect for the moment. All right.
is always welcome.
Definitely spending the pig. That soup, rousing tunes. Who's got a bunch of negative traits? Light sensitive, sprained ankle, squeamish. I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with a bit of class doing that. She's still at 57. She's not exactly hurting. And then we can go boom, bang. Get them up to 10. Who else has got a negative quirk? Neat Freak? Yeah, I guess it's Neat Freak. Neat Freak gone as well. Very nice. Don't need to spend that, I don't think. But I think that will serve for now. We will buy that triage kit. It's just, we saw how good it was. So good. 5 mastery points to spend, though. That's really appealing. Let's get our other consecration up. Let's get Sacrificial Stab, Abyssal Artillery, and Burning Stars up. I don't think we need the healing just yet. But we have been getting a lot of mileage out of Smite. But we've been getting enough mileage out of Smite that I almost wonder if Battle Heal's the better upgrade. But I think it can wait. I think we'll grab Smite. Just getting lots of good upgrades here. We'll hold off Undertow and the Shroud Book for now. We don't need to delete them. We can just carry them. And yeah, thank you all for watching. See you in the next one as we head into the Sluice. Until then, see ya.